Before I mention this, actually, I don't think Shilo was a loser of the night, but I don't think he was a winner either. I think he was kind of just right in the middle. He had some plays where he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, it looked like. He didn't know how to navigate through traffic. His size kind of got in the way. And the two plays that he did make were unblocked plays. Plays that you're supposed to make, one-on-one type plays that you're expected to make. And although he did make them, I still think you got to do a little bit more, man. I saw a couple of times on specials he wasn't too, didn't want to get his nose dirty, but then I did see him get a couple of tackles and get his nose dirty. So it's a little bit weird. I didn't know where he was going, but I think he was getting his feet wet. I think he said that after the game too. It's like, I'm just getting my feet wet. And so I think a lot of this, first preseason game does need to be taken with that grain of salt, Stank, as it relates to the rookies. But as it relates to guys like Chris Braswell, second-year guy, he's had some reps in the NFL. He's played the preseason games. He's been in camp. They are expecting more of him. I thought he was a loser of the night, man. I expect a little bit more from that guy. I
don't think there really was any real losers of the night. Klein had the one missed snap. Doesn't make him a loser. He's
that's one snap, but yeah,
his one snap, and overall that unit played phenomenal. You can't really put anything on them. That one snap was it happens. It happens to the best of them. So I don't know. You got young guys out there. What was number 30, Jacob Harris, I think. With the
fumble,
but it's gonna happen. It's preseason games. These guys are all fighting, trying to make this team, trying to impress. It's difficult to be critical. What I do want to bring up,
it's not being critical, Stank. I'll let you get to your point, but like I just expect a little bit more from a guy drafted where he was in his second year, going against second, third string guys, and they put him out there for a while, right? So I'm expecting a little bit more, a little bit, spark something, make a play, beat your guy. It just doesn't seem like he can get off a block. Once an offensive lineman gets his hand on him, it's almost he's stuck there. He's not going anywhere. Yeah. I like to see some development of a move, some sort of counter to getting their hands on you. Something, man. He's not a powerful guy. He wasn't really a overachiever at Alabama. He played his role. He was a backup kind of. I don't know, man.
He looks slow. Maybe slow. He's got Maybe he just.
He's not powerful and he's not fast. So what is he?
Maybe just because he's looked better than he looked last night or on Saturday night. So I don't know. Maybe he's just chalk it up to camp legs. He just didn't have a good night. I don't know. I want to see more though. I'm not ready to fucking kick the guy. I
don't think that's anytime soon either. I don't think that's happening. I'm just saying, if I were to pick a guy, I think he disappointed. I thought because he really has a good opportunity. Stank. Think about it. I mean, I like Anthony Nelson. I think he does his job very, very well coming in off the bench, and when he has a chance to make a play, most often than not, he does. But you got a chance, Chris Braswell, to take that third edge rusher role from anyone on the team, and they've invested a pick in you, so you almost have a leg up on anyone else. David Walker is not on the team for the season, with the injury, so it's kind of all eyes on you, dude. Let's fucking go, and this is a great opportunity because if you don't do it now, and you maybe don't do it next year, you're probably out of the league. You don't get many chances as a failed second round pick, so. You got to capitalize. And I think maybe, I think Todd didn't want to throw him under the bus. Maybe he's one of those guys that doesn't respond well to, shots at his confidence. Yeah. I think Todd's maybe trying to keep him confident. And we'll see. Maybe there's a shot of energy, a little fire on his ass, this weekend.
Yeah, but Sam, playing him the entire first half, he got a lot of snaps.
Got a lot of snaps.
Tells you everything you need to know about how Todd feels about him. Because Correct. If Todd thought this kid
he'd be protecting him.
Was a made guy and was ready and prepared, like he wouldn't have played all those snaps. So look what we did with our guys that we know what we got out of them. They don't know what they have on them. So there is some cause for concern there. He doesn't need to come out and say it. And he probably is going to get a shit ton of snaps again in Pittsburgh and in Buffalo.
I think he's one of those guys that needs the reps. And that might look bad. I might be telling him, hey man, and we need you to, we don't love you, but some guys just need reps, man, to get it going. And it's hard to develop without those reps, but I think he's going to get chances in the actual games this year because of the absence of David Walker, who from everything we've been told, was going to be a fucking dog, dude, right off the bat. So
it sucks.
That sucks. It really sucks.
It sucks that we may have to pull some old names back into the locker room. Hit the waiver wires for potential, pass rush depth because they tried to add it and and David Walker, and unfortunately injuries happen. And then you got a guy like Braswell who's looking like he looks, and you moved on from JTS. We're even thinner there now than we were last year, if you really think about it.
I wonder if there's an opportunity to use 53. I can't remember his name all of a sudden. If there's an opportunity to use him.
Watts?
No, 53, the linebacker we just talked about. The guy who made the interception, he had a sack.
Nick Jackson?
Nick Jackson. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to use Nick Action Jackson, as an outside linebacker of sorts in a way, because he did look pretty fluid out there, and he's a dog, and he's hungry.
I think he is labeled as a linebacker.
He's a linebacker, not an outside linebacker. That's what I'm saying, as a pass rushing type of guy. So come on, keep up, Izzy. So I wonder if there's an opportunity there. But you know what? If guys like Yaya and Hassan do their job, and Cansey, who I think is going to have a really fucking good year, and Vita does his job, I think that makes it easier for a guy like Chris Braswell to come in there and maybe just get some cleanup sacks, just get some leftovers almost, because those guys are going to be pushing dudes around. And I think that's ultimately the best route for him to maybe develop into something that's, viable to the team, but not necessarily a long-term, edge rusher one type scenario. But